Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Aces of Chase, FTO meeting for April. I want to go through our events, our upcoming events with you today, and let you know where we're going for the rest of the year because it's hard to believe we're close to completion of another school year. This weekend, Friday and Saturday, our spring musical is taking place, Legally Blonde. We encourage everyone to come out, check out the hard work the kids have been doing. I'm excited to see it. In a couple of weeks, we have our spring recess, April 15th to 19th. So I hope everyone's got some good plans. I'll actually be in New York for the Magnet Schools of America National Conference, where we'll be receiving our Award of Excellence, our National Award of Excellence. So we'll receive that, and I'll be presenting on some topics that we've been working on at the school. Eighth grade students will be NGSS testing the week we get back from the spring break, April 24th, 23rd and 24th. And Teacher Appreciation Week is May 6th to 8th. The FTO is sponsoring the lunch on May 6th, and I believe we have a sign-up sheet that'll be coming out shortly. I will follow up, and that way we can, if you want to sign up for something, we do that. I do it once a year, the State of Chase, reviewing all the school-wide data, and I'll do that at our next meeting. That'll be in person on May 2nd, and I'll do a dinner that night. So if you'd like to come to Chase on May 2nd for a dinner and hear the State of Chase, I'll be doing it that night. State testing, the ESPA Balanced Assessment testing, May 8th to the 16th. We'll do that in stages with the kids so they won't have to do it all day, all the time. Spring concerts on May 22nd. Seventh grade is going to Lake Compounds on May 30th. The Basket Bonanza is on May 31st. That's the school directed fundraiser. That was a lot of fun and neat chance for everyone to get some neat things, sponsored by all sorts of groups at Chase. Eighth grade Washington, D.C. trip is June 5th to 7th. Sixth grade is going to Quasi also on June 7th. Eighth grade is doing their semi-formal dance on June 11th. And the eighth grade promotion ceremony will be on June 12th. And then we have a couple other items to just talk about. Our honor roll and awards assembly. I'm going to do an evening awards ceremony this year to celebrate the students. We haven't done one in the past at Chase, but it's something I've done at previous schools I've been at. It's just a really nice way to celebrate our students' success. My goal is to do it outside on the lawn. Bring your soccer chairs or your beach chairs, sit down. We'll recognize the students and have a little ice cream celebration at the end. That's to be determined. I'm thinking probably a date in May sometime to get that all set and done. And the last thing, a parent has volunteered to do a Krispy Kreme donuts fundraiser. She's also looking for some help and or someone who might want to ride with her to, I believe you have to go like to Mohegan Sun to get the donuts, and then you have to ride back with that smell in your car. I think it lasts several days, but I don't know, sounds delicious to me. And maybe play the slots while you're out there. I'm not sure. So that's the main events that are taking place for the remainder of this year, and then we're excited to add our ninth grade next year. So we'll have 4 grades at the school next year and grow those students up to be seniors in high school for those that want to stay the whole time. So we're really excited about that. We're working on a program of studies right now, working with our ed tech department to have the program of studies, and we'll do online registration for the kids that are staying for ninth grade. And I'm going to try to include the 6th or 8th grade. They only have to make a music selection, but everyone else, the ninth grade students will have a lot of different choices to make for their high school studies. So we'll get those done. The agency is also ensuring we have residency verification for everyone. So I hope everyone's done, that's on the call or listening at a later time with us, does the residency verification. That is really important because that's how we get our reimbursement from the state and from the towns from which our students come. And our budgets are not like town budgets. Town budgets, they set the budget, they vote, and that's the money you get. Our budgets are set based on what we think we're going to get student-wise. And so it's really important that we have accurate information, especially for all the students that are there, to ensure that we get the funding that we need to properly run the school. Okay. So those are the upcoming events. Anyone have any questions on events coming up? Anybody? Do we have any questions they want to ask about anything else?
What does NGSS stand for?
So NGSS stands for Next Generation Science Standards. So students get tested by state law in fifth grade, eighth grade, and 11th grade in science. So NGSS is the science test and the science assessment that students take.
Thank you.
No problem. Students get tested for SBA, that's the SBAC testing, someone's called that. That's third grade through eighth grade. So every year they have to take that test. And the high school students take the SAT in 11th grade. So our high school students, 9th and 10th grade, won't have any state testing. They will have to take the SAT and the NGSS in 11th grade. We'll probably do some PSAT testing with them. We'll give them the opportunity to do that in 9th and 10th. We'll look into those options as we go along. Okay. Anybody else? Any questions?
Is the where am I? Honor roll and awards assembly, is that just for the eighth graders going into ninth grade?
No, that'll be for all students. So
Oh, okay.
we'll have a nice big celebration. Maybe we'll have 400, 500 people on the lawn, and we'll celebrate all the kids in a nice awards assembly, and hopefully some of the teachers will come out and we'll hand them out, and we'll have lots of good positive recognition. That's all grades.
That's really nice.
I think once we have the high school, we'll have a middle school one and we'll have a high school one. Because I mean, a lot of times they even just do at the high school level. We'll have a small enough high school, but some schools do like 9th, 10th, 11th grade as one ceremony, and then seniors as their own ceremony, because often there are scholarships associated with that. And we actually have our first scholarship already in the bank. We've been collecting. Teachers do the Dress Down Fridays, and they make a contribution to our scholarship fund. So we have at least the first year scholarship already set at this point, and we'll continue to do that. And I thank the teachers for making those donations that are going to give us the ability to give a scholarship ourselves from Chase.
That's wonderful. And I have one more question.
Sure.
How do you guys do with the ninth grade, the kids coming in? Like how many students do you have?
So we have about a little over 100 of our own students that want to stay.
Oh,
So we're really excited about that. I think to make the teaching load ideal, we want to have about 125 students. That way the teachers teach 5 sections apiece, and they can be just committed to doing high school next year for the teachers that are going to be teaching high school. And so we got the lottery is closed. However, we are taking late applications, including late applications for 9th grade. And so that'll be more on a first come, first served basis based on town residency to make sure our numbers are balanced as best they can possibly be.
And are you taking teachers that are already there now and having them also do ninth grade, or are you having to recruit new teachers?
So we are going to be using well, the special teachers will all be high school teachers. So the current art teachers, engineering teachers, music teachers, PE teachers, they will cover middle school and high school. So they'll all do both. And then we're moving at this point, the current plan is, because I haven't made any official announcements yet, but the current plan is 4 teachers will be moving to the high school that are current teachers. And we will be adding a 5th teacher. And that one I will say out loud because we don't have anyone certified for it right now. We need a high school certified math teacher. All our math teachers are either K-6 certified or middle school certified. So we need to hire a high school math teacher to teach algebra and honors algebra and honors algebra 2 for next year. So we're on the lookout for a teacher for that position. We're actually posted on that right now. We've had several applications, and we're going to be interviewing a couple candidates actually next week. So that will be the only new teacher position that we need, as we're reallocating staff based on numbers. We'll have a smaller. The plan currently is 9th grade will be 125, 8th grade still in the 200 range, 7th grade will be 150, and 6th grade will be 150. And eventually we'll get every grade into that like 110 to 125 range. That'll be the long-term goal. And that way the school will be around 800, a little over 800 students total.
How many 6th graders are going into 7th from the school this year?
So at this point, we haven't had anyone say they're not coming back. So we're expecting like 135, and then we'll open up an additional 15 seats to those who have put in for the lottery for 7th grade. A number of our towns actually have intermediate schools that send to us. So they have 5, 6 schools. So there is a high interest for students to come at 7th grade because some students are transitioning schools at that point, and
Right.
so transition to your district school, and there's also high interest to transfer to our school as well.
Great. Thank you for answering all my questions.
No problem. Anybody else questions?
Have you decided whether the 7th grade teachers are going to follow the 7th grade students into 8th grade yet, or is the high school plans?
So there's limited information available on that right now. We are going to be in a state of flux for a number of years now as we do this full transition. So I don't want to be constantly moving teachers, especially if some of those teachers are eventually moved to high school as well. So there'll probably be minimal looping movement at this point, just to maintain some stability of the teaching staff, so they're not constantly changing, because groups of them will then start migrating to high school. So I've had certain teachers express interest in teaching in high school, but they're interested in teaching specific classes. So those might not be available in 9th grade. They might be like a 10th grade class or an 11th grade class. And some of the teachers I want for some of the older grades as well. So it's just it's a giant shell game right now, really, more than anything else, to figure out where everybody's going to go and how we best meet the needs of the students and also the interests of the teachers as well.
And when is STEAM night?
Oh, that's not on my list. You are correct on that. I believe I think it's the week we come back from break. Let me look.
Recess?
I missed it.
Isn't it?
I thought I got all
I
the
thought it
dates.
was the same night as the spring concert. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, I believe we were doing it April 25th. Let me check, although it's not going to be on my calendar because I don't have that calendar on my phone. I will get back and I will put when I post the video, I'll post that and I'll send it a message next week too with all the dates. I'll make a document with all the dates and make sure I include that one as well. So I'll send it out in the weekly blast next week and I'll put it on the video. You've already been here listening, so you don't need to watch it again. Yeah, I don't have the calendar here on my phone. Anything else? My thinking is I think it's April 25th, but I'm not positive. So I will check that. Anybody else? Any other questions? And any other questions before we go?
No, thank you for putting those upcoming events.
I think we're good.
All right. And I will get back to everybody here on the STEAM night. We'll make sure that gets out to everyone in the community. All right. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, everybody. Have a great evening and take care. We'll see you at the school sometime soon.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank
Bye.
you.